Okay, we have so much to go over and not a lot of time. So, guitar, 6 strings. Each of those strings have a name. And from thick to thin, it goes like this: E, A, D, G, B, E. Now, if you notice, if you remember from the last lesson, between E and A, there are 4 notes. Where did those notes go? Well, you can play them on the frets. Each of those frets is like half a step. So, this is E, F, because there's nothing between E and F. F next is F sharp, G, G sharp. What comes after that? A on the 5th fret, which is also on the open A string. Those are the same. Now we go to the A string. A sharp, B, C, because there's nothing between B and C, and then C sharp, and then on the 5th fret it's, D, which is also you can play on the open D string. Now we go to the D string. D, D sharp, E, which is the same as the open E. E, F, nothing between E and F. F sharp, G. G is also the next string, so G, G sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. This time it's on the 4th fret. What happened? Well, between the G and B strings, every other string is tuned 4 notes apart, except the G and B. They're tuned 3 notes apart. It's just how it is. You have to remember. Why they did that? I guess it makes you play like more chords. It gives you access to more chords because you don't have to stretch your fingers all the way. But that's something you're just gonna have to remember. Just like the B and C and E and F, the G and B strings are 3 note support. So G, G sharp, A sharp, B. Sound the same. Now the B string, B, C, because nothing in B and C, C sharp, D, D sharp, and then E on the 5th fret, which is the next open string, also E, same as this, just 2 octaves higher. So you have 3 E's so far, E, and 2nd fret on the D string is also an E, then the open high E string. Those are 2 octaves of notes. So you can basically go through like 2 octaves and change. So this is how the guitar is tuned. Get used to it, get familiar with it, because this is going to determine many things. Now this is called standard tuning. So probably if you pick up a guitar anywhere on the universe, in the whole wide world, it's probably going to be tuned this way, unless somebody messed up with the tuning. And that allows us to be able to communicate and talk about it, and use shapes and use the built-in geometry of these arrangements to be able to set a standard for how chords are played and how things happen on the guitar, basically. We learned we can basically play all the notes in this area, right? Now here's a great exercise to get yourself familiar with like the way it's arranged, and also give yourself control over all the 4 frets you need. So basically you need to have access to the 4 frets, and this exercise will get you there. On the open position, which is these first 4 frets, you need to go through all the notes, right? So you start with E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then you stay in this position, but you play the open A, because after G sharp comes an A sharp, B, C, C sharp. Next note is a D, there's an open D, so we play that open. Then D sharp, E, F, F sharp, and then the G open, G sharp, A sharp, and then because again, with the G and B and tude, you don't play the 4th fret, you play the open B directly, because it's the same note and you don't want to repeat them. So on the G string you go open, 1, 2, 3, and then B string open, 1, 2, 3, 4, E string open, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's ascending, that's going from low to high. Let's do it again one more in speed. Did not have to do the mouth thing, but I've never done that before, by the way. Now we have to do descending, so you're not only going high, you can also go low, if you know what I mean. So 4, 3, 2, 1, open. 4, 3, 2, 1, open, and then 3, 2, 1, open. 4, 3, 2, 1, open. 4, 3, 2, 1, open. 4, 3, 2, 1, open, and we're in E again. This is so much fun. Now you might ask, okay, Yusuf, what about all these other frets? I'm only using 4 and I'm playing everything. So are these useless? That's such a dumb question. Why would they? Let's do the same thing, the same chromatic scale, starting on A, which is E string, 5th fret. That's an A, if you remember. See, it's the same as the open A. I just told you that. How could you forget? This one's gonna be a little bit different, but up the neck, everything still works the same. The orientation is the same. The way they're deployed is the same. You just start off on a different string, on a different note, but everything works the same. So if this is A, the next note is the next note in the music alphabet, which is A sharp. B, and then C. Right, and we said we don't play the 5th string, we play open, but if you play open, that's an A, right? After C doesn't come an A, it comes C sharp. Where is the C sharp on the neck? It's 4th fret A string. If you start A string, A sharp, B, C. 4th fret is C sharp. So A sharp, B, C, C sharp. You can just play the C sharp here. So da 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 da. Now we're on the G string. Remember, there's something funky here. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't go to 8. You switch to the B string, 4th fret immediately. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now going back up, you're gonna pick up the other end of the spectrum. So you're not gonna go to the 4th fret. You're gonna go to the 9th fret. So the way it works, you can go there, right? But it's easier to just pick up this with your pinky, then get in position again. So that's chromatic scale, ascending and descending. Get your fingers familiar with it. Was the fucking guitar even in the shot? I hope it wasn't, because I'm not redoing that. Holding the pick, you hold the pick. So like this, you hold the pick like this. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. So like you just exposed a little bit of it, and it's, what's this called? Perpendicular. It's perpendicular to your thumb. Look, and like your end is just hold the pick like this, or whatever feels comfortable to you. I believe in you. You can figure out how to hold the pick. What else? So he says something about holding the guitar like a classical player, like this, because it allows you to. But yeah, sure. If this feels comfortable to you, do it. So it's like between your legs, not on your right leg. It sets on your left leg, and like the. How am I gonna show this? Just look how classical players hold the guitar. Yeah, just do that. I think he's talking mostly about the electric guitar, because electric guitars are smaller, and if it's like this, you have to like scrunch, especially as a beginner, because you try to look and stuff. So yeah, just didn't do that. Have good posture. If this works for you, sure. It does. I don't like it. Maybe with an electric guitar it's better. But yeah, just look at yourself and don't do this. Like, cause it's gonna be so hard to get out of it. Just have good posture. Try to learn things by feel. But at first you're gonna look anyway, so it's fine. Just don't ruin your back. Don't ruin your back. Just be nice to yourself. Okay, we're done. See you in the next video. And the next lesson is so much harder. Okay, bye.